This is an issue that I'm personally passionate about. I've spoken on animal welfare issues on both the back and the opposition front bench many times since coming to this place 6 years ago. I just want to start by saying I'm very pleased that the Labour front bench is supporting the bill, but recognises the need to strengthen the provisions in the bill and for protection of animal welfare to go much further. All animals deserve protection, and the two things I know about the British public is, one, they are disappointed it's taken us so long to get here, and secondly, they want to see much more. Where is the ban on keeping primates as pet? Where's the foie gras ban? Where's the action on puppy smuggling? And why is the trophy hunting ban not through and as an act? The bill is long overdue. If we remember, in the 2019 general election, the Conservative Party had this prohibition and many other animal welfare policies in their manifesto. 5 years have passed. We have had setback after setback on this. I think maybe it reflects the number of prime ministers we've seen over the period and their varying views on animal welfare. But this is just the last in a series of delays that are being put right. I just want to say, last year, when I was on the front bench, I was hugely disappointed that the government abandoned the Kept Animals Bill. They even voted against their own policy when I was at the dispatch box trying to bring it back. They voted against a number of their own policies, and the British public will not forget. And I have to say that maybe the Secretary of State for DEFRA is different now, but the minister is the same minister who opposed that then. And how many animals have needlessly suffered because of this delay? There are victims here. This is not a victimless delay. It took a private member's bill from the Honourable Member for Guildford to tackle animal exploitation, the wild tourism industry, a measure that we did all support. And the entire approach of the government, which they now seem to have abandoned for a whole year, was to try and get animal welfare improvements through private members' bill. I'm glad that we're back now to having government bills on these issues. But where is the Animal Abroad bill?
Just to help the honourable member, could he really refer to what amendments or new clauses? Because it does sound awfully like a second reading speech.
Comment. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll come to those now. The amendments in the name of my honourable friend for Newport West include a number of provisions to extend the bill. I just want to maybe speak for a little bit on alpacas, which is, I believe, Amendment 2 that she has put down. In my constituency, I've seen a growth in alpaca farming. There is alpacas in Cookridge in my constituency, all the way to Leeds Bradford Airport. Meanwood Valley Urban Farm, which is over the border in my honourable friend for Leeds North East constituency, has alpacas. And I recently, on Queensway in Eden, spotted a number of alpacas in a field. This is clearly an area of expansion in the British farming industry. But also, if you look, there's quite a number of alpaca breeding, which just, I think, reflects the lack of need now to export live alpacas in the country, because there's enough alpaca depth of farming to carry on that work. And I think the same goes for other animals, including llamas and I can't remember the third animal, but I'll come back to it. Deer, that's right. Deer, we're actually overrun with deer. We certainly don't need to be have the export of deer. I'll give way.
I'm going to help.
No, you don't.
I'm being overrun by deer. It is a forestry usually, and they're a wild animal. It is not covered by this bill, and certainly not covered by these amendments.
I thank the honourable member. There is obviously wild deer and farm deer for venison, so there are both types of deer in this country. I'll conclude, not to hold up the debate for too long. As my honourable friend said, the Labour Party is the party of animal welfare. It is a strong priority of the Labour Party. Labour has long called for the ban on live export slaughter. Every year, millions of farmers risk of facing long-distance journeys, including these new animals that we've put amendments down for. And Amendment 5 is there to future-proof this bill because, particularly as climate changes, farming will change, and we need to be able to evolve and update this legislation as practices change. So I'm supporting the amendments 2, 3, 4 and 5 in my right honourable friend's name, and I hope to see this bill go much further. Thank you.